It's week 4 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on Nick Chubb. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Seahawks and the Saints. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back. Is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 6 carries, 53 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And normally in this spot we talk about passing numbers from last week, but this time it's all about the rushing. 3 times he found the end zone in his last ball game. He is a do-everything quarterback, and you have to expect to see him call his own number here as well.
And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Hurts. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Seahawks have 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. And from the gun, here's Abanikanda. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Murray going to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. He dumps it off for Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. Henry is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offense to the run, all the way into the end zone.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Derrick Henry back out as he'll send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 25 carries, 104 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Second down, here's Chubb again. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. You look at the Saints defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
First down, Murray. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Murray. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 35, here's 2nd and 2.
On the Seahawks 35-yard line.
Henry up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got a man, it's London. And he is going to have a Saints first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray now to throw. Throws right back to London, complete again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal, New Orleans.
They'll run with Davis Price. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Henry again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Out right, he's got Ruckert. Touchdown! Jeremy Ruckert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been.
Hurts fumbles it. And he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Murray now on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now Murray off play action. And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
Much much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now Murray. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now Sterling Hoffrichter set to punt. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
They go up the middle with Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Campbell. First target, first catch, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. After the turnover, here's Murray. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has. Percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing now is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Drops it off for Chubb, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well. And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now back to throw. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Again, he'll drop to throw. Gets through, and now an opening. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 5 yards on the play there, so the drive will continue.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They run it again with Chubb. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Flushed out right. Shifts by at the 15. Well, he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Chubb is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Saints 3-yard line.
Chubb again. And he's across the track into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Nick Chubb, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now, maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Saints to take over. They were losers a week ago to Arizona, but they're on top here as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st down, New Orleans.
Murray now. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Getting home that time to Marby and Overshown.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They go with Chubb on second down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. With it is Jackson. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Finding space at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
A gain of a yard. 1st down, Saints.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. To about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Now a 3rd and 6. Murray now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal. At the 8-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Murray. He's got his man, London, right side. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Murray going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kyler Murray taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On first down, Hurts. Campbell making the catch. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They'll look to throw again. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Murray. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. On play action, it's Murray. Out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
They were backed up behind the sticks, but he still found a way to make that first down happen. That's the kind of fight every coach hopes his franchise quarterback has in him. Look a tough situation like that in the eye and come up with a solution on the spot.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Now Murray. Got a man, it's London. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw is Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
Murray now. He's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Did he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Ryland on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bennett. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 43. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 15 yards on the play, first down. Back to throw here. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Finding Gray on the out route. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 60 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
First down.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for New Orleans, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they will try to get back